Hello, in this video I'm gonna explain you two options of being aggressive with your forehand. One is playing the ball when the ball is on the rise, and the second option is to wait a little bit, go back, power on your legs and accelerate more, using more your legs, being more explosive. And if you are more intermediate player, I always recommend the second option, the being a little bit more far from the net, always using your legs, building your game starting from this area of the court and trying to step in. If you are more advanced, what I recommend is a mix of both, being able to be fast and aggressive also from this area of the court, also trying to step in and many times trying to play the ball on the rise, taking time from your opponent and being aggressive, not by being so much explosive, but from taking time to your opponent and hopefully going to the net in the second shot, trying to close the ball. So if you don't know me, I'm Filipe. I'm coaching for 14 years. I was national #1 in Portugal, under 14, 16 and 18. YouTube is my passion, and with tennis I'm really grateful that I can do this now. So I'm gonna help you first. That's why I said who I am, because I start all my videos saying the forehand grip, and also that tennis is a game played with your legs. So if you don't have the footwork there, I really recommend to watch my previous games. And if you still don't use the semi-western grip, I truly recommend this grip, as I always mention in every single video. The racket facing to the fence, the hand completely relaxed. If you are more beginner, I really recommend to have more space here. Then if you are more advanced, you can change a little bit, but as a beginner, this is gonna help you a lot. Instead of having your hand too much close, spread your fingers along the grip, and here is much easier to manage the racket, to accelerate more and to do more things with your forehand. If you are watching this video, most probably you really need the second option first, that is playing 2 or 3 meters behind the line. One, to play from this area or a little bit more back, and from here really use your legs, try to be explosive here, try to accelerate, and you need to play higher forehands 2 or 3 meters over the net all the time, because your first opponent when you play tennis is always yourself, because you need to believe, of course, that you can play good tennis, and the second is the net. So that's why I always recommend to play really high over the net, and also because you are here, so you are more far from the net, you want deeper balls, because also, as I mentioned many times, in tennis the most important thing is to play deep, really close to the line, not so close, otherwise most players start to say out if you don't have a referee. So I would recommend this area of the court, between this area and here. This is already really deep ball. You can put a cone, you can put areas and play around this area. Usually what we do is like 1, 2 here and 1 step from this line. So here, we put the cone, and you can work trying to aim the cone all the time. This is your priority as a beginner. Always power on your legs here before you hit, and when you contact with the ball, always on your side, not too close to the body here, and then always moving forward with the ball to generate even more power. And even if you are back, you really need to use the legs. The power comes from the floor, and then you accelerate and be really explosive with your legs. This is enough for you in the beginning. And then the second option of being aggressive is really wait inside, and when the ball is on the rise, you play, you are more aggressive, you can change directions easy. But this game is a little bit more risky. That's why I don't recommend it for beginners or for intermediate players sometimes, because you start to miss more, you lose more confidence, and if you lose confidence, most probably you will give up that match, or you not fight in that match. And if you keep doing that and missing a lot, some of you will end up missing and quitting tennis, because you think, oh, too much failure, and you cannot go over this. So in this video I'm going to try to help you how you can hit this ball and how you can approach this. So basically, if you are starting, as I recommend, 2 or 3 meters behind the line, the first option is always to play in this area of the court, of course, but you need to understand that every time the ball is short, you always need to move forward. And that's why when you move forward, you're gonna play when the ball is bouncing up, to have more energy, spending less. And when you understand that the ball is short, you always need to approach always with the first step. So basically, if you are here, as you know, the first step is always with this leg. So if you go to the side, you just run. And if you move forward, your step can either be to the side or a little bit already moving forward, and then you move. If the ball is higher, you play with open or semi-open stance, and then you jump against the ball. If the ball is lower, you go with approach, and then you keep running to the net. Here, the most important thing is to play when the ball is bouncing up at this height, hip height, or a little bit above, especially when you play with open stance or semi-open, you need the ball at least at the chest height, and sometimes you jump so the chest height is a little bit higher. This is really important to choose where you want to play and to be aggressive, spending less energy, and this is one of the goals of tennis. So I really hope you can work on this footwork. So basically you start here, you approach the net, you prepare, okay, and then you adjust here, and then you jump. I'm going to show you here one ball, here, okay, and here you can be aggressive, you can do many things, and you already change a lot your game. So basically you are here, you can play defense or even offensive match from here, but every time you have a short ball, you are able to go and to move forward without being afraid, because you are used to practice this as well. So if you want to level up your game, you need to be able to play from this area of the court, and also when you approach the net. And when you approach, the mistakes come because you start to play and to do 1, 2, and then you finish. So basically you play this ball as you play when you are in this area of the court, and it's not the same. When you approach the net, you really need to play and close immediately the head of the racket. You don't go, you don't move forward with your arm. You go more to your body. Here you play and you close immediately, and the head of the racket, the angle is 1, and you completely close the head of the racket because you want the ball a little bit more flat, and here you want a little bit higher and heavy balls. Usually, if you have more Eastern grip or this kind of grips, of course, it's also easier to play on the rise and to move well your legs, but you need the perfect timing to play this. And this is another reason why I don't recommend for beginners, because if you don't have the right timing, if you don't have the right footwork, you're gonna start to miss a lot. So that's why always better to go back, always work this ball first. So you start here, one step here, you do open stance in this area of the court, and then you recover. If you move forward 1, 2, double step, 1, 2, and always go back again, okay? Or if you go here and you want more power, you do this, and then you recover. And when you approach the net, your first goal is, okay, I'm gonna be aggressive and I'm gonna go to the net to win the point in the second ball. And usually what I recommend is to don't try to finish the ball with this shot, just try to play deep, be aggressive, take time from your opponent, and finish with the volley in the next shot. That is a much better approach. You reduce the risk of your game, and yeah, you win more matches overall. So this video is just to explain this difference of that two shots, that you can even be aggressive by using a lot of your legs, a lot of power, or you can be aggressive taking time for your opponent. I always go for the first option, as I mentioned right now. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.